2.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's Sunday session of Portal's Reach. We have some familiar faces from last week and some new faces this week joining us after that daring rescue mission that we pulled off. Before we continue, can everybody see us and hear us? And my normal troll, Devil Dog, is in the game, so I'm looking for someone else in the chat to troll me or tell me whether or not they can see or hear us. Okay. Yeah, you can hear me, Devil Dog. I get it. Yes, you can. Come on now.
I don't watch the stream.
Oh. An ad? Has it flipped over? There's like a 30-second delay. Is the ad Duff's D&D's played here?
Let me pull up the actual thing. I usually just have chat popped out.
It's a pre-order for Vampire.
What?
You don't just run ad block.
I do too, but it
I
does
have ad block,
pull that ad up.
but it doesn't seem to work on Twitch anymore.
Oh. Which has gotten smart.
I have to turn my ad block off so I can get bits. Watch those advertisements for 5 bits apiece.
Awesome people. It's because they can't see or hear us. People watching? Butter knife?
I can
Sweet
hear and
boots?
see everything.
Awesome. All right. Before we keep going and
chat only.
it's a disaster. All right. So hey, what happened this week in Portal's Reach? Anybody want to kind of give us a little recap of what's happened? Not a lot. It's been a slow week.
Building a
that
town hall.
A place.
Building a hovel over by the lake, right? To live in the time being?
Yes, just something minor ish.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. I mean,
And we had the daring rescue last week, where Czar, Alan, Cranel, Gunzy, and Dusty went and rescued some of their town mates. I don't know what you want to call them. What was that, sorry? Oh, that's right. Went and rescued some of their friends that were captured by some storm orcs.
My heroes.
That's right.
oh
yes.
there was a minor fist sound in town.
A minor what sound?
Fist fight.
Oh, fist fight. Oh, I thought you said fish
Yes.
fight.
A fish fight.
Yep, a little bit of a fist fight. Kilgore and Crom. Kilgore's a little upset that Crom came back, quote unquote, unharmed with 3 people that came back that were pretty well beat up. So he decided he was going to test Crom and get into a fight with him.
But everything's okay now.
Oh yeah, it was just a half orc test.
Okay. Those half orcs. We don't have any half orcs here tonight, do we? No, okay, good. Oh, those half orcs.
We had a wagon come through the portal, which was new.
That's right, that is new, because that was tested before in the past. Praetor tried that, and bad things happened, and there's a wagon flying through time and space somewhere right now, crashing into, I don't know, like an X-Wing somewhere. So that's new. Something like supplies actually came through the portal. So something's going on the other end. Did you guys buy any of that stuff up?
Yeah. I saw the list was in a foreign language.
I would say, how do we go about buying stuff up off of that? Because I would like to rate it, but I don't know how we get.
You want to just raid it? Just ransack it?
Well,
there
yeah.
are more of you than him, right? There's just one guy who came through with it. Who's claiming it's his.
There were 2 that came through, but there's one guy that was tasked with distributing.
That's right.
Sell it.
I told y'all we needed a pitfall at the base of the teleporter.
Just come through and boom. That's not a bad
Stop
idea.
everything.
Go
You
check on it every day.
Praetor does not recruit good people, so this isn't out of character
Nope.
at all. You're all horrible, horrible people.
Hey, at least we.
These are some of
tried.
our nicer characters.
It's true. You guys are some of the nicer ones.
We haven't made deals with dark gods in this one
yet.
I'm just saying, if the opportunity arises and they promise fame and glory,
You're not against it.
Sparkly will sell her soul for a shiny.
For sure. Does it have to be a particular shiny or just like really anything shiny?
Well, a special shiny.
Okay. The shiny to end all shinies.
Oh yes, shinies on top of shiny and sparkles.
The
All
one
right.
shiny to rule them all.
That's right.
a bedazzled diamond.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Let's get on with why we're here. Alan, why are we here? It's your little guys that you have captured that gave you the idea for this. Was it not?
Correct. The goblins were talking about the rest of our tribe, the ones who ride on, well, I'm assuming horses, they say riders. They didn't say what they're riding, and they were cloaked in darkness. And Alan took that to mean somebody who might buy his shit. And so he decided he would go west to be the first people to meet them, because a lot of the people here, they don't talk very well.
They don't talk very well. So you want to make first contact, right? That's maybe we should rename the session to first
That
contact.
would be the goal.
Right.
So I
So
can't wait to meet him. He's quivering in his boots.
yeah, that's about the gist of it. So we're heading west today. We're going into uncharted territory because we've always gone east. We've gone towards the lake, or the other Sunday players have gone north and northwest into the woods. But where we're going through the woods. So we're going even further west.
It's Grandma's house?
We just might run into Sid Mala lives over there. You could call her grandma. She lives in that direction.
I've seen Grandpa. I'm not a fan.
Ghost dad.
Ghost Dad does live over there. So I'm going to go ahead and share a map for everybody. So on the right-hand side, we've got our little portal marked there with the marker. And we're going due west between those two mountains where you see the forests. And it kind of dies as it gets closer to the river there. We're going in that direction. We're going towards the river.
Towards the dead woods. Yeah, that's always a good sign.
Right? Let's go to the dead woods. Can't be that bad. So what we're
Why do
gonna
they call it the dead woods?
we're gonna find out tonight, maybe. Because we're going on a long journey. This thing is gonna take you guys basically the course of the week. When you go on your adventures, it's assumed that they take 7 days. This is really gonna take you a week to go there and back. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow some rules from, I don't know if any of you guys have tried the Middle Earth 5e game that has been put out, but they have some really cool rules in there. A specific one is regarding like long distance travel and people selecting roles and taking that role. And it basically dictates marching order by what role you take on for this journey. Like if you think of Lord of the Rings, they're marching over mountains, they're marching through dales, they're marching through forests, and you always see them in the same kind of lineup. And that's what you guys are going to be doing. And everybody's going to have a specific task for this adventure. And I'm going to go ahead and link them in the chat, and I want you guys to decide what you want to take on. We've got Guide, Scout, Hunter, and Lookout. Should all be linked down in the chat there for you with a description of what this role entails. People can help and False Life can help and take on multiple roles other than Guide. Guide is really only one person. But Czar's boosting his hit points here. But like, say if you take Hunter, more than one person can take the role of Hunter, right? So that means when you're looking and foraging for food, say if I make you make a role, you can do it with like advantage. Not just one person has to do that. Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions regarding this kind of marching order survival thing? Yeah?
Yeah.
I
Seems
like it.
good.
Star,
I
I
think
love
you're
it.
missing a role called chicken shit, because that would be LBL.
Called what? Kicking shit? Oh, chicken
Chicken
shit.
shit.
Oh, come on, LBL. Isn't that lookout? You're just kind of like hanging at the back behind everybody. So what I did is I dropped everybody into the party sheet, and if you go over to the order tab, you should all be in there. So let's go ahead and arrange your little icon and the order or what you're doing or the task or you want to take on for this.
So whatever task is the front of the line, Cranel will take on.
So you're thinking scout then?
Yes.
Okay. Make notes here. Because I'll call on you guys then for specific things. Like if you're scouting, you know, if you make a perception check or something like that while you're going through the woods, because you're the one in the front, it's going to rely on you. Cranel is my scout. What else do we have? Come on, Alan. I know you want to be the guide. The guy in charge
I'd
making all the
say-
decisions.
Alan can go ahead and be the guide.
I know
Let's
that's
hope
you.
this doesn't go bad.
Oh, yes, that way. We're going east. Yes, that way. You heard me.
All right, so we got hunter and lookout. Like we only have 4 roles, but like I said, people can double up. Like that's more than acceptable. So if we want to have a couple scouts going
Can
up
I
ahead,
start with Cranel?
of course you can.
I guess I'll be able to be a lookout.
Okay, sparkly, twinkly. What did Wilhelm call you? I can't remember.
Spanky Twanky.
Spanky Twanky. Excellent. All right. LBL's my lookout. What role do you want to take on, Czar? What would you like? Would you be interested in?
Sar will take any role, but Sar can't guarantee that he'll be good at it.
True Czar fashion.
Sar
wa-
wants to try hunting.
Okay.
He learned a lot in the Snowflake Mountains about hunting. Yeah.
Right. And others can help you, Czar. You don't have to go it alone. You can teach them what you learned in the Snowflake Mountains.
I will appreciate that. And yes, I will definitely be a humble guide to anyone who would like to come with me.
Excellent. All right, so we have our marching formation. I like it, and everybody's got their roles. We'll see how this works, but it's a neat system for like a long travel. I think. I've never used it before, but I think it's neat. All right, so we've got our map. We know where we're headed. Did everybody grab supplies this week because we're going on a long journey?
I'll be doing my Outlander thing as we go and just foraging food along the path.
Okay.
I grabbed some of the backed up rations that Alan has not been able to sell so far.
Not sell.
And it is enough. I can gather enough to feed 5 people a day.
Oh, really?
6, if I remember right. You plus 5.
Oh, wow. You're
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
So if Czar comes back empty-handed, you're just gonna do your thing.
Yep.
Does that do water as well, or is that just food?
It states
I
food
think
and
just-
water.
Does it actually cover food and water? I have
Yes.
a water
Well, I
skin
think-
still that I'm pretty sure is full. I'm not sure how many drinks that counts as.
How
One
many
water
gallons
skin's
that
probably a
holds?
day.
You just make things way too easy being an Outlander. I don't like it. Okay.
Outlander's background revoked.
Yeah,
Reroll.
that's it. We're banning Outlander. It makes survival way too easy.
They also can't get lost.
Well, it's true, but with Alan guiding them, they might.
Yes, being able to have pretty much instant recognition of any map you've ever seen.
That brings up a good point. And I know we're kind of deviating from the mission here, and I apologize everybody who's watching, but Do we have a cartographer or someone who wants to take on that role in the town? Because this is a good opportunity. You guys are the first ones going west. Is there any plan to track what you're encountering or map this wilderness out?
Well, most certainly sketches on the Pyrus type been trying to dry out to make,
Right.
it'll be passing out soon.
Okay. And there is some paper, is there not? In this
I should say Alan has paper and ink and map cases. I don't know that he's good at this, but he has them.
And he's just gonna like embellish and fabricate things along the way in true Alan Woody fashion.
Everything will be named after him. This tree here was the Witty Wonder tree, and that tree over there was
Took Witty Way the whole way there.
And this is Alan's Dragon Cave. Don't go in there.
Stay away from there. It's mine. Okay. It's so weird because I don't have Devil Dog trolling me in the chat, or Duff, because I think Duff's busy talking to Onswolf right now. So I keep looking over and there's no one trolling. Devil Dog, go in there and troll me just for... There we go. Things are normal now.
I was just over there typing.
All right, so you guys pack up your goods. You set your marching order for the day. You have a plan. You know you're looking for these mysterious dark riders to the west. These goblins mentioned. Are you guys a little leery of what the goblins said? Because I know last time they led you to a tower, and it was kind of, was it a trap? I don't know. Do you trust these goblins? It's something to think about as you head west.
I don't know, Czar. Do we trust them?
Oh, I love Droop and Sloop.
You're asking the
They are
wrong guy.
devoted followers of Coom.
What did we name the third one that got kicked in a barrel all the way back?
Oh yeah, you got a third goblin.
I don't know,
Bloop.
Czar. What was his name?
Bloop? Yeah,
Droop,
Bloop.
Sloop, and Bloop.
Okay. So are you taking the goblins with you? Or they're staying behind.
No, they're staying behind. They have
Okay.
work to do.
Okay.
There's a road that needs built, so I can put a big sign up that says "Property of." Donated by Alan Whitty.
Donated by Alan Whitty.
Alan Whitty's Name a Highway Foundation.
Yeah. All right. So the five of you set off on the first day, and this is territory that is pretty well known. Like, people have ventured off to the west a little bit for a few hours that way. Kilgore set traps over there. Wilhelm's done hunting. The original Sunday group, they went off adventuring there. So you guys have a good idea what's off to those woods just west of the portal. No real surprises. You know that Sinmala's house is somewhere over here, buried deep in the woods. But if you don't know what you're looking for, it's pretty hard to find. The other adventurers told you. But you know, she lives over here somewhere, her and Ghost Dad. But the day goes by pretty uneventful. You're like, oh, this ain't so bad. We're off to find these guys who may or may not exist. They might be good. They might be bad. Who knows? But we got this. So, you know, you're crashing through the woods, and you see like new interesting creatures as you're going through. You're kind of making notes of these things as you see them, and you know, to come back and tell the others, and maybe you can hunt these things. Maybe they're edible, maybe they're poisonous, who knows. But you got these like unicorn deer that you guys can name that you've now encountered that live in the woods to the west.
Gazunicorns.
Write that down. Put that I like it. Make sure that goes in the Discord, Gazunicorns. But it's a very, very uneventful day. So as it starts to get close to dusk, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our little thing. We'll have our person look for a camp. We'll have our person look for food and all that good stuff. So, Scout, why don't you go ahead and make me a survival check. My two scouts in the dice tower. Make it with advantage. You're helping each other. See if you can find a good camp. Okay. Oh my god. All right, you guys rolled a 19 and a 20. I'm not even kidding. So, you guys like find this little like lean-to, a natural lean-to rock outcropping that's like perfect. You guys are going to be perfectly sheltered from the elements tonight. You're good. You're out of sight. You're pretty sure like if anything comes through the woods tonight, you're pretty well hidden, protected. It's going to keep you warm. It'll keep the rain off your backs. Zar, why don't you go ahead and make me a roll to see what you can find to eat? Let's do.
Okay.
We did well, yeah, sure. Let's do wilderness survival, hunting and foraging for food. Yeah.
I hope I find some gazunicorns.
I hope so too. I want to know what they taste like.
Chicken.
All right, you rummage around and you're able to find some like berries that you saw. What were those scrabbits? You saw. I was gonna say Squirtle. You saw a scrabbit
Scrabbits.
eating. So you're like, oh, it's got to be edible. So you get some bunches of berries and you bring them back to the camp. Not a lot there. It's pretty slim pickings. But you're happy with what you found. You're like, oh, Scrabbit's reading it. It's got to be good.
Yeah, I'll bring it back to the party and be like, hey guys, look what I found. I found this scrabbit berries. They're delicious. They're not for kids. You want some? Because my mouth is already full of them right now.
So he's got like one handful left that he's like holding out to the four of you.
Scrabbit berries, you said.
Yeah,
Uh,
delicious.
I'm good.
All right. Never had berries like these on the Snowflake Mountains. Mmm. There's like
Did they come out
purple.
of off the ground, or did they come out of the back end of the scrabbit? I mean, come on.
As far as I can tell, they were all over, so probably both. It seems that it takes on an even more savory flavor once the scrabbit has ingested the thing.
I
I walk away slowly.
see Alan's gonna turn the crowd and be like, food now. No scrabbit berries. No.
As a side note, out of character, there's actually a very fancy coffee that's made from coffee beans that have been eaten and crapped out by other animals.
It's true.
What?
It's
Of course.
it's 100% true. Rich people pay for anything.
That's so weird.
So Czar is, have some high class cuisine here, guys.
I will use my Outlander abilities to go try and find something slightly more edible.
All right. You're gonna try and get a what was it called? What did you call that deer?
So if I can hunt,
Gazunicorn?
get down and
Gazunicorn.
catch a gazunicorn, yes.
Or a scrabbit?
Or a scrabbit.
All right. So what?
Make sure you kill him real quick.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, let's use your Outlander ability to try and get some scrabbit meat or a gazunicorn.
Saying,
Oh, and Czar found like a small puddle for water.
okay, good. We can refill our water skins.
A little.
Do you want me to make it a little less broken? Do like an advantage survival roll for that, or because I mean, basically the background just says as long as you have time provided, you can find food regardless of the situation.
Wow. Should be banned. No, let's go with it. Like that's the way it's written. We're going with vanilla rules, so you'll just why don't we roll let's do this. Roll a D4, and that's how many hours it's gonna take you to find like a decent meal. 1 hour. You You were able to maintain the tracks of those Gazunicorns, and you killed one, and you come back to camp with a Gazunicorn across your back that you skin for everybody and cook up, and you're able to find some fresh running water, not just a dirty puddle with like water beetles in it and stuff.
Noodles are good though.
It's protein.
All right, bear.
So you guys actually have, there's enough food here that you cook it tonight, you're gonna have food to eat for a couple days. Because unicorn is like the size of a deer, real life. So this isn't gonna be just like a one and done sort of thing.
All right, sounds good. We'll serve it up, cook a couple for now, and I don't know if anyone has some salt or other preservatives, and just pack up the rest for later.
I don't think we have any salt.
Yeah, it shouldn't spoil in a day.
No. Well, you'll just make a Gazernicoin.
Tell Alan he can't name everything after himself. We'll have salt.
Right. Gazunicorn jerky.
Hey, you can make a food drying rack back at camp.
That's right. Points on that. So why don't you all jump back into the party sheet and set up your watch order for the night. And then we'll keep this as the watch order going forward. We won't change it every night. So whatever order you guys want to do this in, you should be on the left-hand side on watch order. Do you see that? Because I've also had some players tell me they can't see that. And if they can't, just tell me.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. Those liars.
I can see it, just can't set nothing.
No, you can't put like a 1 or 2 or anything next to your icon?
I'm trying.
No,
No dice.
so you might be able to change
Yep,
it.
go ahead and let me know what order do you guys want to do this in.
How many-
Alan,
I
go
guess
ahead
the
and take
question is,
first
who here
watch.
has dark vision?
Not me.
So, Albion will take one of the watches where it's dark because he has dark vision.
Okay. We'll put you
So
as
that'd
like
probably be
Non-dark watch.
third.
I'll watch with Albiel since I have dark vision too, and he's fun to talk to. Everybody's fun to talk to, but his voice is just making me chuckle.
I'll
All right.
take a second watch.
Second watch.
I'll go
All-
last.
And Sparkly, last watch. All right. Like it. All right, let's roll some dice. Let's see if something happens tonight. All right, so the night goes on, and you hear odd, strange noises that you're not used to. Not the same noises that you'd hear in the woods or in a forest in Faerun. It's a little off-putting, a little off-settling from time to time. But nothing too intense. Let's see here. On the who's number 5? That is
That's me.
Sparkly. So Sparkly, on your watch, it's near dawn. So it's about 4 or 5 in the morning. The sun has not broken the sky yet, so it's still dark. And that's when all of a sudden you notice off to the east of the camp, you see this like glowing. I know nobody's told us, but Cranel checked. Devil Dog. You see this glowing off to the east of the camp, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter as it gets closer. And as it gets nearer, it looks or appears to be the shape of an elk, but it's not a normal elk. It's this weird, strange, glowing creature, almost one with the forest. And as it gets closer and closer, you have this like sense of serenity and calm to you, and it walks into the camp amongst you and your companions, and it kind of like stops and it sniffs the area, it sniffs the companions, it looks right at you as it's doing this, and it's just got this soft glow to it. Do you want to do anything?
It's so pretty.
It's very serene. You're just at ease and calm the whole time. You don't feel like you're in any sort of danger.
No?
No.
I'll just stare at it as it just walks on then, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, it just kind of hangs around camp for a little while,
Entranced by the glow.
and it just goes off to the west, and you watch the glow just get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer as it walks away. And the crazy thing is, you can't tell anybody about it because you can't talk freely. I don't know. That's the funny thing that I just realized with this whole encounter. And you're the last watch, so an hour or two later, everybody else wakes up in the morning and they have no idea what has taken place, what has transpired in this camp. Do you want to communicate it somehow? What happened?
I'm going to
Okay.
tell them. I'm just gonna run up, waving my arms and pointing west, and just yelling, "Sparkly, shiny, glowy!"
Hi, Sparkly. I had the most beautiful dreams while I was sleeping. Like, just peacefulness. Like, Melandra was right next to me, just giving me a back rub or something. But it would please me so much more to give her the favor instead.
Point at the dead Gazunicorn meat. Sparkly, shiny, glowy! Pointing back west.
Glowing gazunicorns?
Gazunicorn! Sparkly, twinkly!
I love
I'll
that,
grab a
Sparkly.
piece of the gazunicorn meat and kind of hand it to Sparkly Twinkie. Like, you hungry again?
I grab it and toss it west where the glowy went.
Hey, that's good food. Go pick it up. Dust it off a little bit.
Uh,
Yeah, you guys
Well-
all feel great this morning too. You feel like incredible. You had a wonderful night's rest. And Sparkly, like even though you've been up the last couple hours, you feel just great.
Well, at least it was a refreshing rest.
That's right. You think it has something to do with that sparkly Gazunicorn.
Carry this moment in my dreams forever.
That's right. Your dreams. All right. So, you guys have some breakfast. You fill up your water skins from the fresh water source that Cranel was able to locate. Have some Gazunicorn meat and head off for the day. So, as you guys head further west into this forest, it starts to change the makeup of it. It starts to get denser, and there's like a thick fog about it, and there's just like eerie silence to this forest as you go through it. You start to see less and less creatures than you did the day before. You don't really see the Gazunicorns just frolicking through the forest or the Scrabbits munching on berries. It's getting a little eerie in here. The trees are almost forming a canopy above you. It's dark. The sun doesn't penetrate the forest like it did closer to the portal. I'm gonna get Cranel and Sparkly. You guys have been traveling for a few hours. You're getting close to midday now, and I want both of you to go ahead and make me perception checks on in the tower.
In the tower?
Yes, please.
This one at advantage as well.
No, not on this one. correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I'm kind of seeing it with the two of you scouting is like one's on like the left hand side, one's on the right hand side. You guys are kind of like fanned out, kind of searching on either side as you're scouting ahead. You're not like holding hands and frolicking through the forest together, being like, "Hey, look at
We
that over
could.
there." You could, if you want to do it that way.
I think checking both sides is more logical, but
Right.
there is safety in numbers.
There is safety in numbers. Okay. Sparkly, off a little ways, to the north of where you're headed, you can hear running water. And it sounds like loud. So you take a peek in that direction, and you can see a sizable river and a small waterfall nearby. It's a pretty good place to get some fresh water and refill your water skins now that you're about midday. Hunker down for a little lunch, maybe. If you want to tell the others about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna point in that direction and just make some sounds at the sound of a waterfall, basically.
Caw-caw. Oh yeah, you can mimic the sound of a waterfall, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Sparkly is thirsty. I think she found something interesting.
And I'll just dart off toward that direction.
Giant bird bath. All right, so as you get closer to this, also the trees open up here around the river, so you're also getting a burst of sunshine. It's like things seem to be brighter. It's cheerier here. It's not as dark and drab as that dense forest was getting. So you guys feel a little bit of relief. It's like, oh, this is nice. We should have a picnic or something here. So you head over there and you start to fill up your skins and dip your feet in the water. And as you're there, you start to hear messages. You start to hear this like laughter. Come closer and closer. And as it gets closer, you can see the bushes and the trees just kind of shaking on the other side of the river. And the laughter gets louder and louder and louder. And suddenly, through the trees bursts this group of gnolls who are just like killing and slaughtering anything in sight. They're slashing trees, destroying everything in their sight. They look to be on like a bloodthirsty mission. And then all of a sudden they catch you in their glance. You're not the purpose why they're here, but you've now grabbed their attention. And they lock eyes with the group of you at this river. And they start to make their way towards you.
And they're on the other side of the river, right?
They are on the other side of the river. Let's go ahead and share a map here. Hopefully this doesn't crash your fantasy grounds. Please tell me this is loading for everybody.
Loading.
Okay.
It's saying loading.
Yes.
It's already better than last week.
I see my character. Yep.
Oh, I grabbed it off. Oh, I grabbed it from the wrong place. Oh, you're gigantic now. All right, Sparkly. Cranel. Let's do you kind of in your marching orders.
Hey, it loaded.
Yes. It's working.
The map gods smile upon us this day.
That's right. The first one worked. Hello, Fearless Guster.
Hello, Fearless. How you doing?
Thanks for joining us. You're the first one to acknowledge us in chat, so it's appreciated. You can obviously see us and hear us. All right, so you guys are on the other side of this water, this river, and this crashing waterfall, and these guys appear in front of you, or on the other side. Let's go ahead and do that. So in the front are these like two horrific, like undead, bone-looking sort of gnolls that you've never really seen before. These things are like, they look like they're reanimated creatures, and they're leading the pack. They're kind of like sniffing things out, which is weird because they're dead. And behind them are three what appear to be like almost like hunters. And even behind that, there's like bowmen behind them. And like I said, you've locked a gaze with them, and they stop on their rampage of just destroying everything in sight. And they're making their way towards you. So why don't you guys go ahead and roll me initiative? And they're just moving like with a fury, like nothing's stopping them.
Albiel will look at Zara and say, "Well, I think we're boned now."
Awesome.
You don't want to throw the dog a bone?
Oh, Punday Sunday.
There's no dog.
Well, they're kind of canine.
Dog-like.
Yeah. Okay, so these things are just crashing the bush and heading towards you with like a bloodlust. Sparkly, twinkly. You are up first. You're the first to react. Being, one of the scouts of the party, you were alert the whole time. And you see these things just laughing and cackling and making their way towards you. Get some music.
I'm gonna shoot at a Noel.
Which one? Oh, Noel Witherling.
One.
You hit him with your short bow.
You shot.
Oh.
Back at him, Sparkly.
I laughed back at them in the exact same sounds.
Oh yeah, you mimicked the laugh right back at them?
Yep.
I like it. Did you want to move at all, Sparkly?
I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
Do you want to look the tokens?
Yeah, I'll do that. I know you're all honest, but I'll do that. Alright, Noel Hunter number 1 has you in his sights. Oh, what do we got for spacing here? Hey. 75. Alright. Can essentially hit any one of you. So let's roll a die and see who he's going for. Cranel, you're leaning down, sipping water, and you look up, and these things are staring at you, laughing. And you notice a Noel draw a bow and fire a couple arrows in your direction. The first one whizzes right past you. You just kind of like jump out of the way of it. And the second one just like doesn't even come close to you. It whizzes right by. All right, Alan, you're up.
Yes. I do have one question.
Yeah.
How deep/fast is this river?
Okay, no, good question. The river, you guys have been drinking from it, so you can already tell. You can walk through this. It's like knee high at the deepest part, and it's not moving like exceptionally fast. You could walk through it no problem and not be like dragged away.
Okay. Unfortunately, that means they can walk through it as well.
Yes.
We'll just go ahead and start things off with a little ditty. And I'm going to tell him he's uglier than a gnome.
All right, so he failed. And
Straight up killed it.
you killed it. So, do you want to describe what that looks like? How did you killed him with an insult? What does that look like?
I'm sure its head kind of just shook violently before just exploding into dust.
All right, and then the bones just kind of clatter to the ground. All right, Cranel, you just had Cranel. That's an unfortunate similar name. Cranel, you just had 2 arrows just whiz past you, not even come close, and you're staring these things down. What do you want to do?
I will charge across the river to divert their attention from the party.
All right. All right, so you make your way across the river, right in front of this other bone witherling.
Yes, and with my long swords drawn, I will take a couple swings at it.
It whoops at you as you do and mocks you. You got the same thing twice?
Good old algorithms. All right. And
Okay. Did you want to do anything else? Did you want to use like a surge or anything like that? Or you're good for this round?
no, that'll be all for now.
Okay. Flesh Gnar. Number 3. But he's going to come up here and help his buddy. And get nice and close to Cranel. And he's got a short sword, so he runs on over. And, let's see, what can these guys all do? Get 3 attacks, 1 bite, and 2 swings. Alright, so he's gonna lunge at you with his jaws. Uh-oh. I rolled a 20, I don't know if you can see that. And he sinks his teeth into your arm as you go to block the bite right into your forearm, and the blood starts to pour down your arm. And he's going to take advantage of that and swing at you with his short sword. But you're able to block that blow as it's coming at you. And he swings his sword again, and you just you push him off of you.
And I will use one of my combat superiority as a reaction to repose AM.
Okay.
Yeah, if they miss me, I can use my reaction to make 1 weapon attack.
He missed you.
Oh, dear God.
Hey, it was a good try. It was a good try. Witherling 1, get out of here. You're dead. Witherling 2, you're kind of alive? He's gonna attack Cranel. Barely alive. What can you do, Witherling? How many attacks do you get? You only get 2. Alright, he's gonna try and munch on you with his big old bony jaws, but completely misses. He, like, chips a tooth on your sword as you block it, and he swings at you with his club. Oh my god, I rolled another 20. Dice are my favorite tonight. And slams his club into the side of your head. You're kind of rocks you a little bit. Czar, you're up. You see Cranel up there trying to fend off these 2 gnolls, and he's having a bit of a rough go.
Alright, Cranel, I'm definitely worried about you, so I shall use my healing light as a bonus action to try to help him get on his feet better. Alright, that was average. And I will use my main action to ask dear Melandra to aid us with a blast of rainbow energy at, let's see, that one attacking, and I miss. And I will be like, Melandra, don't forget me.
Sorry, I'm just answering a question here. Alright, there we go. Question answered. Noel Flesh Gnar 1. So, these guys have for an ability. Okay. 2, 3. He's actually, because these things are like ravenous and on a rampage and bloodthirsty, he's going ahead and he's doing his double move. He's gonna dash over there and get up close and personal with the other group for his action. Gnoll Hunter 2. He's gonna fire an arrow. Let's do a little random roll here on who he's gonna target. Sorry, Cranel. Sorry, buddy. It was random.
Hey, that's the goal. Protect the party.
He sees you up there, angling with his buddies, and he lets go 2 arrows. Oh, critical miss. Okay, that's a nice change of pace from my critical hits. And he fires another arrow at you, which connects and slams into your thigh. Null Hunter 3. I'm hoping it's not you, Cranel. Nope, you're safe this time. Is actually targeting Albiel. He sees the smallest target out there, and he's gonna lob a couple arrows at him. First one connects Albiel and slams into your arm, but the second one goes wide. Albiel, it's time for you to react to just being slammed with an arrow.
Well, Albiel will grab his crotch and tell that Noel that he's number 1 as he casts good old mage armor on himself.
Which he needs. And grabs his crotch.
Grabs his crotch and gives him the finger.
So Albiel. Alright. Fleshnar 3. He's gonna do the same thing as Buddy. And let's count this out. He's closing the gap. He's running up there. Alright, so that takes us to round 2. Sparkly. You got 2 Knolls in front of you. You got your buddy Cranel over on the other side of the river who's hurting a little bit over there. And you've got three Knolls up on the ridge lobbing arrows at you guys.
Would I be able to use sneak attack on these guys?
The ones in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're within 5 feet of an ally, right? So that gives you sneak attack, I believe.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Thank you, Amai. It's good to have you join us.
I'm gonna run up on him and try to stab it.
Stabby! Oh, he like steps aside and you miss.
Darn it. Just laugh angrily at it.
Did you want to get away?
Oh yeah.
Don't you have... I know you have like a
To where
cunning
I am.
action.
I get to disengage.
Right. Okay, just checking. I know most rogues do that, so I just thought I'd ask. Just to be sure.
I'm new to rogue.
Alright, Null Hunter 1's gonna hop down off this ridge and close the gap a bit. And he's gonna figure out who his next target is. Alan, you got a couple arrows coming your way. You need to untarget Cranel. The first one slams into you as it finds its mark. And the second one is a critical hit. Alan Whitty drops to the ground with the second arrow. That all of you turn around and see Alan fall down.
I'm too pretty to die.
All right, Alan. Go ahead and make me a death save. I don't have it on automatic death saves. Aha! He succeeds.
And that's it.
Cranel.
Would I have seen this happen?
Oh yeah.
Or am I occupied with the
No,
other
you would have seen it take place. The knoll, when he found its mark and dropped Alan, it would have let out a bunch of taunts and whoops. There you go.
Let's see. Oh, yep, okay.
All
I
right.
will disengage from these two and charge up to Null Hunter 1.
Okay.
blind rage. Just
Oh yeah, you're a
No!
barbarian, right?
he is my friend.
So we get a couple.
And,
They get a couple of attacks on you here.
No, I use my action to disengage,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and then
Yep.
I will action surge to actually have an attack action now. And we are
I like
going
it. There, you connect with a
And we're-
vengeance.
Going to where
They dropped your mentor this one, so you're just like raging.
And we're gonna add a superiority dice to that to try and knock him prone.
All right.
And
So he's knocked prone, right?
no, he succeeded.
Oh, okay. That was pretty epic. So you like shove aside the two that you're engaged with, book it over down there to the one that dropped Alan, and bring your sword down and just take a huge chunk of meat out of him. And that lets out a cry.
And with my bonus action,
No!
critically fail.
We've had a lot of 1s and 20s tonight so far. I really wanted you to kill him.
I did too. Oh, I think we skipped that 3.
All right, Naur. Let's see. Does he want to go back after you, or does he want to go after the others? Let's roll a die. Leave it up to chance. He's going to the others. He sees there's more meat on the other side. He saw someone drop, so he's bloodthirsty and heading over there. So it's actually going to take all of his movement and then some to get over there. Witherling 2. Do the same thing. He's going back up to you, Cranel. And he's going to try and bite you again. Sinks his teeth into your back. And then swings his club. And it drops to his feet.
I'll use my last die to try and make another reaction attack on him.
Okay.
Oh, 6s.
I know, right? You're getting them out of your system now. Czar, you're surrounded by gnolls. Alan Whitty's down on the ground. He's breathing, but he's on the ropes.
Czar has been known to dance a lot, so he will use his action this round, his main action, to dodge using his Melandra dance for blessings.
Okay.
And he will use a bonus action to cast Healing Light on our poor Alan.
Okay.
And he will say, Melandra, please raise our friend. And then, like, he kind of, like, does a little wink at Alan as he, like, wakes up, you know. Takes
All right,
his gas for the day.
Alan, yeah, your eyes
That is my turn.
open up and you're lying there. You're awake, you're alive, and you've got some gnolls standing above you, but they don't notice that you're awake. And you caught a little bit of a dance that Czar was doing. You're like, oh, that's impressive. Fleshnaur 1 is going to try and take a bite out of Czar, but your dance moves are just too good. So he swings a sword at you. Oh, I rolled a 2 and a 20, and you've got that disadvantage thing on there. And again, you're like moonwalking and breakdancing and stuff, and he just can't seem to get a beat on you. He's just swinging wildly. He's cursing as you're just like bobbing and weaving and dancing out of the way of his hits.
Melandra, bless you. Silly dog man, don't try to hurt us.
Hunter 2. All right. Hunter 2 is gonna take another shot at Cranel. And the arrow finds its mark and Cranel drops to the ground. And he runs forward. Gnoll Hunter 3 Seeing that that target in front of them is dropped, dashes up there. Albiel, you've got a cone on the field.
Yes, sir. Aldo's going to take one step back.
Okay. All right.
And
What are you,
then he will,
what are you casting there?
that would be, that's Burning Hands.
So you're gonna hit your buddies?
Nope.
No.
I am an arcane. I have the.
Oh no. All
I
right.
have sculpt spells.
No friendly
Yes, I'm
fire
an
here.
evocation savant.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So I was gonna say there is a rule where there's no PvP in Portal's Reach unless the others consent to it. But you are not even gonna hit them, so it's not even an issue.
How does that work with AoE damage? Do they have to consent to that too?
Yeah, essentially. Like you're gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna hit you with this. Are you okay with it? And some players will be like, yeah, do it. Kill this guy. I don't care if I get hit. Heal me when you're done. And some people might be like, no, forget it. I don't want to die. So we're just going with like, if it's gonna hit people, if they don't want it, we have to say no. Because some people kind of get upset about that. As a player, I don't care. If it's gonna kill the bad guy that we're fighting, it's like, sure, drop me too.
And that's my ability, the sculpt spells.
Okay.
This way you can read it. And then I've got all three of them targeted, yes.
Let's lift this map up. Let's lift this up a little bit more. I just noticed. There we go. It was off the stream a bit. What's going on? I think we got Oak watching. Nice. All right. So, what did you kill?
That
No.
hit them all. I didn't kill a single one of them. I cooked them a little bit. They're smoldering.
They're a little toasty.
And then he's going to take another couple of steps back.
Sure.
Because he doesn't like these things.
No. You've watched
in his face.
two people kind of go down. Yeah, and they're right in front of you. Okay. Flesh Knotter 2. All right, so Alan's lying on the ground, but this guy's face to face with Czar. Pardon me. So he's gonna target you, Czar. Gonna try and take a bite out of you. Oh, but your dance moves weren't enough this time to avoid him sinking his teeth in you. But you absorbed the damage. What the heck do you have going on, Czar?
False life.
You
Yeah,
are.
My celestial vigor. It's only
Alright.
fiendish vigor, but it basically gives me, as an action, I can always use false life.
That's awesome. All right, so he swings you the short sword again. He misses, and swings at you again out of frustration, and completely misses. You hear him snarling at you. Sparkly, you watch Cranel on the other side of the river go down. Alan is breathing again. Albiel shot some weird electrical stuff at them. You're up. What do you want to do?
It was fire.
It was fire. Sorry.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Go up there.
Gonna run up on the flesh gnawer again.
Stabby stabby.
Hope that I can hit.
Oh, Sparkly, it is not your night.
Darn it!
You've got your sneak attack on there twice.
Oh, I do? Whoopsie. Let me take it off.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to remove that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And you're going to move your 10 feet back. I think you got 10 feet remaining. You move 20 to get up there.
Yeah. Back here? Yeah.
Do Kenkus have any cool, like, racial abilities they can use?
I can mimic things.
Well, that is cool. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think forgery will come in handy here.
No. No, it won't. All right, just checking. Knoll Hunter 1 gets a little bit closer and is going to decide who he's going to shoot at. Got 3 targets. It is Czar. Let's untarget Alan so we don't accidentally fire arrows at him. Alright, the arrow goes wide, Czar. Your dance moves are just mesmerizing. They're almost like in a trance watching you, and they just can't hit you.
I'm also
Alan!
singing too.
Oh, they're taken by your voice. Alan, you are awake. You're lying on the ground. The gnolls haven't seemed to notice that you're back alive.
Perfect. He's gonna whisper sweet words of encouragement to Cranel.
Okay?
And then he's gonna disengage and back up.
Back the F up.
And that, unfortunately, is all I can do at the moment.
Okay.
Kick off that spell slot. There you go.
So, Cranel, you hear your, I don't want to say your master, your mentor's voice whisper to you, and all of a sudden your eyes open up and you breathe life into you, and you see the bone witherling standing above you. It doesn't realize that you're awake, and you got another gnoll behind you. What would you like to do?
I will stand up, swinging wildly at this witherling as I do so. Oh dear God!
What the heck is with these dice tonight, guys?
And we're gonna go ahead and
Time to
use my
change colors.
bonus action to second wind.
Nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is time to change colors, right? It seems to work.
I already changed it once this session.
Was that that was it for your turn? Sorry, I went to the next guy without asking.
Yes, that was everything. Sorry.
Okay. Flesh Gnawer 3. He's got 4 targets in front of him now. Albiel, he's got you in his sights. He lunges at you with his jaws wide open.
Hold on.
What's going on?
Never mind. I'll catch the next one.
Okay, so he sinks his teeth into you, and then he brings his short sword up and brings it down towards you and hits, but Alan
No,
has
that's fine.
Alan has something
I'll
up his
wait.
sleeve. No?
No, it's fine.
All right, Albiel drops to the ground. I ran almost this carbon copy encounter with the other Sunday group, and they like walked all over it. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be mean, guys. I'm not trying to be
At
mean.
level 2 and
At
3.
level 2, yes,
I said the dice can be cruel some days.
they are. When you've rolled like 4 6s in one set in one encounter, and a bunch
And
of
how
ones.
many ones now?
Yeah. The only thing I
attacked
added
like
was
8
the
times and hit once.
yeah. The only thing I added was the witherlings, and I took away a whole bunch of regular gnolls, but I ran like literally almost a carbon copy encounter, and they like trounced it. So I thought this was going to be a quick little easy romp in the woods, but apparently not. All right, Cranel, you've got his attention. He goes to bite you, but completely misses because he's surprised that you stood up behind him. But he brings his club down on you. And that is it for him. He gets the 2 attacks. All right, fancy footwork Czar. What do you got up your sleeve this time?
Honestly, on the Snowflake Mountains, I survived by dancing, and I will dance yet again.
I was born
And-
to dance.
I was born to dance. And let's see. That will be all. I will not use a bonus action.
That will be all? Okay. Alright, so the Flesh Gnawer 1 still engaged with you, so he goes to take a bite. and is so taken by your song and your dance that he just bites the air in front of you. And he goes and swings his sword wildly. I rolled a 20 and a 1 on that. And he just goes ahead and completely misses. And with the critical, he loses his second attack. Knoll Hunter 2, Cranel, is right up in front of you. And it closes the gap. How many attacks do these guys have? And now they have 2 long range. Alright, he can do 2 melee attacks. So he's gonna draw his spear. And stab at the air as you sidestep out of the way. But connect with the second hit for a measly 3 damage. But it's very happy with itself, and it lets out some whoops and hollers. Sparkly's trying to run away. I see her little token. Hunter number 3 is going to choose a target on the other side of the river. And it is Alan Whitty. This arrow connects and Alan goes down. Oh my god.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, no. Never mind.
Use your thing.
No, it's out of range.
Oh. Albiel, go ahead and make me a check. Success! Today is not a day to die. Naur 2. Czar, you know what's happening. Oh, he connected. You bobbed and weaved into his bite. And he goes
Luckily,
and
I taste delicious.
swings you with his sword. He rolls a 7 and a 20. You're so lucky you have disadvantage on these rolls. And misses. And completely misses on the second one. Alright. We're back at round 4. Sparkly, did you want to move up there? I see your little token up to the... wanting to go to the north. Is that what you wanted to do?
I want to go hide in the trees.
Okay. You're just gonna go hide?
Yes, and then I'm going to start making troll sounds. The sounds of the troll I ran into like last week. I want to try
Oh,
to scare the
that
ogre.
like storm ogre?
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, the ogre.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that a lot. Okay. I really like that. Okay. That's a good idea. So these guys are all going to make some checks on my end to see if they're affected by that. Good thinking outside the box. How many hunters do I have left? I'm just going to do hunter rolls first. 3 hunters. Okay, so 2 of the hunters are going to break off and run away at the sound of the storm ogre. Storm, was it an ogre? Yeah, storm ogre.
Do I need to roll anything?
Nope. I just rolling saves for them. They book it out of there. And yes, not a replay. I'm gonna message Duff right now to get rid of that. Bear with me. There we go. Seeing a chat, this is a replay. Please make it go away, Duff. Let me roll for the hunters. This is a really good idea. I think it's really thinking outside the box. I'm gonna give you inspiration for that also.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got 3 Naurs left. Make some checks for them. Okay, so Fleshnar 1 is going to run away, and you can go ahead and take a swing at it, Zar, as he does so.
Alright, as I am dancing and as he is trying to leave, I will attempt to slice him with my dagger.
Sure. You succeed.
I'm like, you are not kind.
Alright, so you stick it in his back as he's running away, and he's a little hurt by your words. Witherling. I'm gonna make a save for him. Got one of those jerks left. And it fails. Cranel, go ahead and make attack of opportunity against the Witherling.
Okay.
Wow, that's really white. I can't even see like the numbers on your dice when you roll them.
I turned them white too. Apparently worked. I hit something.
All right, so you slash your longsword across the back of the Witherling, and bone chips away as it starts to run away. Oh, and I'm moving the map on the stream rather than the combat tracker.
Would that have counted as my action?
That was your action, but that was a really good
Okay.
action.
I'm glad it.
I like
partially
it.
worked.
So Knoll
That
Hunter
was
won. Yeah, that was really good thinking. Knoll Hunter 1 already booked it. I'm gonna say that's his turn as he ran away. Alan Whitty, go ahead and make me a save. All right,
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
save 1, not so great. Cranel, though, you're still tied up with a hunter, and you've got some gnolls that ran away.
I will turn to this hunter.
Oh, if it's not a 6, it's a 5.
Dear God.
How many is that now? Wait, 5? 6? How many 6s have you rolled in this encounter?
Let's see. We're at 11 attacks and 2 hits.
Fantasy Grounds, your dice are broken. Gnawer 3. Was that one of my ones that ran away? No. He is standing over Albiel. So Albiel and Alan are both down. Sparkly's up a tree and Zar's over there, but he will climb a tree. He's not against it. These things are just kind of like ravenous, but he targets Zar. Misses with his bite. Swings his
Okay.
short sword. I hit you?
Some hit.
Oh. For a measly 4 damage. And swings his sword again and completely misses. Worthling 2, his turn was used to run away. Zar, you're up. These guys, I know, right? These guys.
Friends, they need help.
What's wrong with these guys?
I don't know, is it you guys or the Knolls?
Let's see. I will disengage from
Okay.
these two
Yep.
and move as far as I can to here.
Right.
And I don't have a bonus action right now I can use.
Okay.
So I will do this turn.
Alright, Fleshnar 1 used its turn to run away. Nar 2, though, is still with his buddy Cranel. Cranel, he goes to take a bite. You just kind of like block. You just kind of smack the side of his face with the hilt of your sword. And he's going to try and stab you with his spear. Miss. And miss. Hunter 3. You were a running one, were you not? Yep, he ran away. Albiel! Alright, buddy, make me another death save. Oh, he does it. He does it with ease. It is not my time.
Yay,
He
I'm
said.
rolling good for once.
Yeah. Hey, you're rolling good when it counts, right? Not or two. Oh, he's got 2 targets over here. And it's Czar.
Rawr.
Rawr. These gnolls out of Volos are pretty nasty, huh?
Yeah, the Volo stuff gets kind of crazy.
Alright, he sinks his teeth into you, swings with a sword, but misses. Sparkly, we're back to you in the tree.
Yes.
No, we can't lose our alchemist. But we could. Sparkly, come on. You're gonna climb out of this tree, you're gonna get your first hit of the encounter, and you're just gonna, like, decimate this thing.
I'm gonna stay in the tree.
You're just gonna pew pew from the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, that works too. No!
I would like to use my inspiration to reroll that attack.
Yes, go for it.
God damn it.
The dice have been brutal to you guys so far tonight. What? No!
Why?
No!
My inspiration.
Yeah, you can. That's a
Alright,
thing.
I will give her mine.
Okay,
Hey,
Sparkly, don't roll a 4.
I'm not gonna work.
Yes! Yes! You hit it.
Finally!
Praise Melandra.
What are you using? A short bow? You level your short bow from up in the tree, you take aim, and you get a shot right in the, like, shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades of this gnoll, and you let the arrow go, and it finds its mark and buries deep into the gnoll's back. Gnoll Hunter 1. Let's see, buddy. Alright. He's running. He's run off the map. Alan? He's good. That's 1 to the good and 1 to the bad. Cranel?
We will continue our assault with Hunter 2 over here.
Okay. Connect.
I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll
Okay.
that.
I was gonna say, come on now. Oh. These dice.
And-
These dice.
The dice have spoken.
Sparkly, this guy's gonna try and climb the tree. He's slashing at you from the ground with his sword. Oh no, you're not targeting Czar. Stop. It. It connects. It finds its mark. But the second one goes wide. Witherling makes for the trees and runs away. Czar, you've got a gnoll chomping at your back, and you've got 2 comrades who are down.
I know. I will use Cure Wounds on Mr. Let's see.
Helen Whitty or
Who's got more
Albiel
fails?
Tinker?
Am I allowed to know who? Can I like tell who's dying more or who's failed more?
Alan's coughing up a little bit of blood.
I'm gonna use Cure
Albiel's-
Wounds on Alan.
Albiel's breathing a little bit better than Alan at this point. Oh, Alan.
And I will like whisper, "Help!"
Oh. No, R1, what do you got going on here, buddy? All right, man, he's booking it out of there. Launcher 2 though, he's still with his buddy Cranel. He's trying to stab you with his spear. It connects. You go to step out of the way and it instead finds its mark. But the second attack swing goes wide with his spear. Soul Hunter 2? He stays in the fight. And makes his way over there. Albiel failed his first save.
No!
No, not Albiel. We can't lose his amazing voice. Fleshnar.
Sorry, I had to pass turn.
That's okay. All right, he's on you, Zar. He swings his sword and misses, but connects with the second swing. And you drop to the ground. Oh my goodness gracious.
I lay my head like gently onto Alan's lap as I go down. like kind of like Sleeping Beauty.
Okay. Sparkly, you're up, my friend. Wow.
I'm going to stab at this.
Sure.
No. If I can.
No,
I
you can't. You
don't-
can't. You can't.
Oh my god.
The dice are not.
She can have my inspiration.
Oh my god.
Albiel's giving you his inspiration.
One more time.
What is with the dice tonight? No.
Oh, he's gonna.
All right.
Then I'm gonna disengage.
Sure. That is good. All right, Alan, you awake to find Zar's head in your lap.
All right. I'm going to stroke his hair lovingly.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Wait. No time for this right now. I'm going to whisper sweet nothings in his ear instead.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
As my main action, I am going to mock this thing.
Yes.
We're
All
not
right.
done yet. Oh, it didn't work. And then
It doesn't understand.
I'm going to
Looks at you. Quizzically.
kind of skedaddle up on this. It looks almost like a ridge, I guess.
Yeah. It's a bit of a raised ridge. Yep.
And that's going to be it.
Oops. Sorry, Cranel. I skipped over you, buddy. All right. Oh, you're
Trying
in
a new
rough shape.
color.
Holy crap. Yes, and it worked.
Working.
So
Oh,
he's eating.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah. The hit
One.
connected. But you hit both times. No!
One damages.
What? Oh,
Hey, one's better than nothing.
yeah, you're not wrong. Fleshnar 3. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry these dice are just not working.
The game happens.
Said another
You can
group
just-
trounced a harder version of this. This was meant to be just like a little jaunt in the woods.
Oh, so wait, that wasn't a ridge like keeping him at bay?
He can scurry up it. He uses action to get
Oh,
up
okay.
there. Zar, you are awake, but your head is no longer in Alan Whitty's lap. It's just nestled on some leaves.
All right. I'm going to pretend to be dead for the moment,
Mm-hmm.
laying down here. I'll roll in the tower deception, and like kind of like maybe if the Noel wasn't really paying attention to me, I assume he's not really. He's probably looking at Alan. I will use my healing hands. My hands just happen to be like my fingers inside Albiel's nose, on his nose right now. I guess his nose is too small, and I will heal him for 2 points.
All right. Thanks for watching, Dungeon Dwellers. Have a good night.
Hey, Dungeon Dwellers.
Noel Hunter 2. Oh, it's one of the ones with Cranel. Cranel, I'm sorry, buddy. You've done a hell of a job surviving over there. All right, stab you with the spear. Missed. Second swing. Miss. All right. You're just kind of knocking it aside with your longsword, parrying as he comes at you. The Hunter 3 also charges at you with his spear. But he learned the openings from his friend, and you've dropped to the ground. Albiel Tinkerbottom, you're alive. You're lying there. Your eyes are open. You know, point your finger and cast a spell at this knoll standing above you.
I think we might just extend our life at Nar 2.
Yeah.
Which one we want to use?
Magic missile.
Yeah, but that doesn't really low damage.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Yeah, but
If it connects, though.
that's the thing.
It's guaranteed damage.
Same? I don't mean to sway you.
But I think a chromatic orb might be in for a better shot. What do you think?
Chromatic orb. All right, all right.
And I missed. Well.
All right. Hey, it was worth a try. Fleshnar does not notice the two of you lying there. And it starts scampering towards Sparkly Twinkly. And it's your turn, Sparkly.
Except for the fact that I just threw a chromatic orb in his face.
Yes.
Are we
But-
at the top of this waterfall?
You are at the top of the waterfall, yes. You gonna jump? You gonna try to fly? Spread your wings, Sparkly. The time is now.
I can't fly.
I know.
no matter how hard I try.
You're like a chicken.
Maybe glide.
I'm gonna drop some ball bearings
Okay.
right in front of this knoll
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
10 feet.
Sure, on the rocks there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just take a handful and just throw them forward. Okay.
Yep.
I see what you're going for.
Now I'm gonna like disengage and
Just
walk closer to the edge.
just get out of there. Sparkly, thinking outside the box. Alan, you're up. You got a knoll who's clawing his way up the hill there towards you.
All right. We'll go ahead and try to bane these two. I guess that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
And is this guy already within 5 feet of me?
Which
how
one,
does that
sorry?
work? The one right in front of me.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet.
Okay.
He's like hanging off the ledge. He's climbing up and he made his way to the top at the end of his turn.
Long live the king.
Step on his feet. Or on his hands. Bye-bye.
We'll go ahead and we'll give Sparkly a bark inspiration
Oh.
as my bonus action,
Okay.
and that's all we've got.
All right, Cranel.
Actually, as per the heroic death rule. I will forego my saves and take my heroic death.
You're doing it?
I'm doing it.
So, what you get?
Oh.
All right, everybody, this is it. The town is going to be named after the first person to die. So Cranel will go down forever with the town named after him. He's going to get a statue to his honor eventually when there's like a garden or a setting built in Cranel. We're now going to call it. And Cranel, you get the equivalent of a long rest. You get a +2 to all your rolls, and you get to act immediately.
Refresh all my stuff and
Yeah.
change. All right. We're going to
Wow, I didn't expect that to happen. You're going out in a blaze of glory. You connect.
as my bonus action, we will attack 3 here. I forgot to do a +2, hit anyways. And we're going to use a superiority dice to attempt to disarm him.
Okay. No. So, all right.
And I choose, he drops his spear.
Okay. Which one was that? Sorry, that was Knoll Hunter 3?
Yes, 3. 2 is dead.
Who is dead? So, Cranel, like, this is the first time this happened. What does this look like? What does this like sudden burst of life look like to the others?
He just stands up, lets out a loud roar. His eyes start glowing red. His eyes are already red, but they seem to have a eerie fire inside of them. As he just goes into a berserker rage, pretty much, minus all the wonderful benefits of rage.
Right. Right.
And then I'm just gonna go ahead and action surge and swing at him again.
Sure.
Oh, +2. I forgot what a 13 hit.
13. Let me see here. Is that a hunter?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. We are going to use another dice and attempt to knock him down.
You guys are seeing this like rage and life just be breathed into Cranel and jump up and just with a flurry just slashing and
he's now prone.
taking down these orders. So he's unarmed and prone,
Oh, here, I actually have that.
right?
There. Yes.
Alan, you're very impressed by your mentee right now.
And as my free item interaction, I'm just going to take his spear and throw it over the waterfall.
Okay. Yeah, completely. You're going on Blaze of Glory? Of course. Naur number 3. All right, so he's on the ledge and he's going to clamber up over here. And he's going to try and bite you, Alan. Witty.
I'll go ahead and try my reaction to reduce that by 1. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Did that all... It all took place, didn't it? Did it reduce it?
No.
He rolled...
I can.
I can...
Oh, I
It's-
can only do it once. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta take one of those off. Alright, and he's gonna swing at you with his sword. And drop it at his feet. Czar!
Tsar is quite, he's actually staring at Cranel.
Yeah.
as he's doing his death dance and very inspired by him and very kind of sad too. He kind of lets out a beam of light at the Fleshnar that's attacking Alan because he really feels for Alan. He knows how important of an employee Cranel is.
Employee. That's that about sums it up.
Darn, and Czar was in the lead for Employee of the Month, but I just don't know about this.
Oh, ho, ho.
So
Now the players are
Czar-
getting the 20s.
Tsar is hoping to actually take Cranel's spot, but no, he loves Cranel too. Though. And he blasts the flesh gnar in front of Alan and disintegrates him and says, Alan! Cranel! No!
All right.
Sparkly tears come out of Tsar's eyes as he's yelling.
All right. So, Knoll Hunter 3,
Tears.
Sparkly Tears, Knoll Hunter 3 has no weapon, and he's on the ground. He's prone. So he's going to take his move action to stand up. Let's remove that proneness. It doesn't do anything other than that, right, Cranel?
Correct. Yeah, he just has to use the normal movement to stand up.
All right, he's going to get disadvantage on his roll because of your Blaze of Glory, and he's gonna try and bite you. That's all he can do, and he just like bites wildly at the air as you.
And
bob
I'll
and weave
use
around.
my blessed superiority to attempt a reaction attack on him.
Okay. Connect. And it drops. All right. What does it look like, Cranel? This is your Blaze of Glory.
As he bites at me, lunging his neck out, I swiftly dodge to the side and then just take both my long swords and basically do a scissor slash straight from the bottom of his neck and lobbing off his head.
Awesome. All right. Albiel, my man.
Well, Abiel will point a finger at the flesh knife,
Okay.
and he will cast some firebolt. And miss.
And it goes wide. We have seen 4s, 5s, and 6s in this one encounter more than anything else tonight. We're gonna take a break and shut down Fantasy Grounds and reopen it because this is just brutal. All right, Fleshnar 2 is, let's see which direction it's gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got Cranel on the other
My
side.
ball bearings.
Oh, I haven't forgot about the ball bearings. All right, it's gonna turn around and move behind him, but he does have to make a check for the ball bearings. He'll do a dex.
I think it's a DC 13.
Oh, and he failed. And he failed. So he falls prone on his butt. And let's see here. He slides 10 feet prone.
Oh, hope we didn't knock him off.
Nope. Sparkly, but you can go over there and kick him off.
I'm gonna do that.
He's on his butt. Just kind of like nudge him over the edge. It's-
After just briefly admiring the beauty that is our sparkly tears, I'm going to walk on over and kick Nolnar 2 off the edge of the waterfall.
Okay. Nolna. Cranel, you are the name of the town. You've got Bardic Inspiration, Sparkly.
What do I do with it?
Gives you an extra d6 to your attack roll, does it not?
Oh,
Your to
Yes,
hit?
attack ability, or save even, I think.
Yeah, it's
They
like
say
a...
you need D20.
Oh, you don't even need it, but okay, you connect. And it dies. What do you want the death to be? Do you want to kick it over the edge?
I'm stabbing it and just pushing it over the edge.
All right.
Rapier's still in its body.
You're gonna lose your rapier?
Oh no, it falls off the rapier, but
Oh,
you know,
okay.
just want to be extra violent with
Oh, okay. So yeah, you run it through, and then it just kind of slides off the rapier and down the waterfall.
Yeah.
Cranel was only a boy. All right, the encounter's over. Cranel, this is it. These are your last breaths. What do you want to do before you're gone?
I think we all.
I will.
Run to Cranel like through the water, yelling, "No, Cranel, Cranel!"
Oh no, I am dashing over to the one falling off the edge, and I'm going to use my last breath to run and take a plunge after it with both swords facing straight down as I dive towards it at the bottom of the waterfall, yelling at Alan, "Tell them it was a giant minotaur and I soloed it myself. I shall go down in the glory of battle."
All right, yeah, you do. As Sparkly runs it through and it starts to slide off the blades, Cranel just kind of pushes you aside, Sparkly, and he stabs both of his blades into the knoll and goes down with it, shouting, "Tell them it was a minotaur that I soloed."
It was a minotaur, and I sobbed.
Okay. That was very cool. I'm a little surprised that we saw that happen now, but
If you want to know the truth, we were arguing in private chat on which one of us was going to take it first.
oh really? Like all of you or just the two of you?
No, between the two of us.
Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's take a 10-minute break here, guys, and we will and then we'll reconvene.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're back from our death break. Thank you, everybody who stuck around. Cranel is the first of the fallen in Portal's Reach. He's going to have the town named after him. Czar was saying on the break that it will one day be the largest town, the largest city on the whole continent, on the whole world, even.
Certainly.
And people will speak of the bravery of Cranel that day at the waterfall with the Knoll Ravagers.
No, it was the two-headed Minotaur. Giant
That's right. I'm sorry, the giant two-headed Minotaur.
2, you were blind. You had at least 3.
Because the 4 of them will not say otherwise.
I can count.
Go to their grave telling the story of the multi-headed giant Minotaur that Cranel soloed. Okay.
All 3 heads.
That's
Tell them
right.
it was a Minotaur and I soloed it.
So you guys have a somber moment here at the waterfall. What do you do with Cranel's body? What's the thought process here?
Do we find Cranel's body?
Yeah,
you
it's
did
a
go over a
big
waterfall.
Oh, good point. Do you guys want to go down and look for it, or are you just gonna let it wash away?
Sar's definitely diving in to look for Cranel. Like,
Yeah, you guys can climb her down. It's not like you have to
Oh yeah,
jump.
we
her
gotta
down.
give him we gotta give him a Viking. Or
Okay.
at least, find a way to bury him back in town.
Right. Yeah, you guys clamber your way down the waterfall, and you get down there, and it doesn't take much searching, and you can see 2 objects kind of bobbing near the bottom of the waterfall, kind of hung up on a little pool near a rock, and it looks like the body of the Knoll and Cranel in the water. Putting forth your worst fears that Cranel perished, but went down a hero.
Alan will take his hat off in a moment of silence, and then he will choose not to loot the body and show it respect.
he cares. He cares for Cranel.
Oh, my Praetor has chosen the best of the best. He did not loot the body of his mentee. Do you guys want to get out there and drag the body to the shore?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
bringing him.
Okay, so you work together to get the body out. That's right, Duff. The best of the best.
The Men in
Shining.
Black scene. The best of the best of the best, sir. He doesn't even know why he's here.
Shining
We
pillars of the community.
also need to make sure we use his swords. At his grave for his headstone.
Okay, so do you want to bury him here and mark it with his swords? Or do you want to the body back to camp, or?
I wish we could bring him back.
Well,
to
that's what I'm
town.
saying.
He could be the first.
Take him back to town and use his sword across the headstone.
Okay. And make a tomb for Cranel.
Yeah, we will definitely make like a little shrine here in memory.
Oh, I'm sure we can find enough sand and stuff to bury him in, and I can turn it on.
Yeah, Sar will bless the shrine in the area in Cranel's body, that Melandra may guide him into the light, or wherever he may want to be.
Okay.
We're burying him here, right?
I believe so.
I take it that's the plan. I don't have a shovel though, so
You're using your hands, and Alan's gonna
I thought we were
supervise.
taking- I thought we were taking him back to town.
You guys want to take it back?
well, which one of us
that
is
was a
carrying him
consensus.
back to town?
Don't look at me, I'm too small.
I'm not strong, but I will certainly try to drag him all the way back to town.
It's gonna be a mangled, beat up body by the time he gets back.
I'll help, but I can't carry him.
You guys, can bunch together some sticks. You have rope on you, don't you?
I have rope.
You could bunch
Cranel
together
has some rope on.
Cranel's rope. You could
We'll
loot the
go
body.
ahead and roll him up in Bjorn's borrowed blanket.
There you go. There you go.
That,
Wrap him up in the
that'll
blanket.
help a little bit.
Yeah, and then we'll like put him on top of a shield or some piece of armor, some sort of slick armor that we can slide him
Sure.
across for a while. And pull. It's gonna take a lot of work and probably take longer to get back, but
I was to say, my question is, would we even continue heading west at this point?
What do you guys? That's a good. That's a valid question. Honestly, what would you guys do? Would you go back to camp with the body of Cranel now and regroup? It's a very good question. A
Well, I mean,
legitimate.
we're not going to
Probably
drag
be
his
what I would do.
body west and then drag it further back east.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems illogical.
yeah. I was thinking we'd just take him back. It's very
Yeah, he
sad.
deserves
It's
a
our
proper
first
burial
death.
out in town. Everybody can worship him and praise him for his heroic slaying of that two-headed minotaur times 3.
3. Okay, so you guys have made the decision to head back to camp then. You've lost your Outlander scout. So, Sparkly, this is all on you now. Get them back to camp safely.
Alrighty.
You got this.
I'm sure I memorized the route here. I was paying attention.
That's right. You know, not every little shiny object got your attention on the way here. You're focused.
Not much shiny in the forest, especially not gazelle corns.
No, what? No, they were. What? I can't even remember now. We have to go back and watch the stream. Oh, what were they? We'll call them Cranel corns for now, in his honor.
Yeah, he said they were gazunicorns or something like that.
Yeah, something
Yes,
like
the
that.
gazunicorns.
Gazunicorns.
Gazelle unicorns.
Okay, do you guys want to make camp here for the night? Do you want to press on? It was about midday when this happened, and you spent one night in the forest so far.
I think we should really take a rest before we continue on.
Okay, so you want to
Please.
make a little makeshift camp here,
Agreed.
and then head out the next morning, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sar's emotionally drained. He cannot handle anymore right now.
Sure.
Albiel is physically drained.
You guys
Alan will go ahead and spend his downtime with his lyre in hand, preparing his new ballad.
the Ballad of Cranel.
We're gonna name this Cranel Falls.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, you missed the
Good as
gazelle
well.
corns.
I
Oh.
also would have liked to think that when Albiel has eyes no
You broke up there, Albiel. What was it?
Yeah.
I said I would like to think that once actually out of spots, eyes would.
I don't know if it's that voice changer, but it just keeps breaking up on us. Or the internet.
It's could be the internet.
There we go. Yeah.
Sounds fine now.
Yeah, now you're good.
Well, I just shut the changer off real quick, but I like to think that once Albiel is completely spent on his spell slots,
Mhm.
his eyes will no longer glow blue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just like a little character effect there.
Yeah, something like that. And
Okay.
I'm gonna turn the changer back on. Hopefully it'll
Okay.
fix everything.
We heard you perfectly without it. Okay, so you guys set up camp here. You have leftover gazelle-corn meat that Cranel had caught you the day before. That's still good. You've got fresh water right beside you, so you're not in need of looking for supplies. You make camp, and we've got we'll get the same marching order going on here, just minus Cranel for the night. And we'll give you all a long rest, a well-deserved long rest. And let's see if anything happens on our night.
Glowy Gazunicorn.
You really want a Gazunicorn to appear, huh?
Yes.
Watch number 1, Alan Whitty, on your watch. What happens? It's pretty uneventful, but you see this like strange creature scurry by in the darkness, and that's about it. Doesn't really.
Alan's gonna look around for Oak.
For Oak?
Yes, he has one of those. He has a pet.
Oh, does he? Oh no, this one's wild.
All right. Well, I will stay away from the most vicious bunny rabbit I've ever seen.
Okay, you keep a wide berth from this thing, and it doesn't enter camp or anything. It doesn't pay any attention to you. But that's really the only thing that happens through the night. Just on your watch, you see one of those little crazy critters kind of near the camp, and it scurries away. All right, sorry, I'm looking at the chat here too. So the next day breaks again. It's a somber day. You awaken, you run through the events of the day before, kind of going like, did this really happen? Did this really happen? And you see the body of your friend, of your comrade, wrapped up there on the shore, and the right decision has been made to go back to camp, to give him a proper burial, and make the others aware of what transpired. So Sparkly, at the head of the pack, leads the way. Close this map. And sets back east towards camp. Took me a moment there to remember which direction we're going. You know, and you start going, and things seem familiar to Sparkly. You're like, oh, I've been here. Oh, yeah, I did this. And then, after about 4 or 5 hours, things start to look a little bit different. Why don't you go ahead and make me a survival check in the tower? I'll give you advantage because you've been through here before.
Yay! Survival.
Okay. So you find your tracks, you find Cranel's tracks making your way back, but you notice something a little ways off that you didn't see the first time before. You see what appears to be an old structure, like ruins, in the forest that you guys must have missed the day before.
And this is where a cartographer would be nice, so we could find these things again.
Right, right.
About how long have we been traveling?
You've been traveling for about 5 hours at this point, east back towards the camp.
All right, so basically this thing is only half a day's travel from base camp.
Mm-hmm. But again,
Perfect.
you found many things, like you said, you found many things in these woods before and never stumbled upon them again. Like Simala's house is over here. There's other things that other parties have encountered, but nobody's really been tracking it. So...
Oh no, this thing's full of treasure. Alan just knows it. He's going to send a nice set of party to go fetch it for him.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we're dragging a dead body right now.
Yeah, you are. The only thing is, like, as you guys, you look at these ruins and you make the decision, like, we should remember this and come back later. You notice on the outside, near the entrance, you see some strange art and paintings on these ruins as well, to make a note of. But Sparkly, you get back on track. You rolled very well for your survival,
Oh, thank goodness.
and you guys make your way back towards the camp, like with very little resistance. You know, after you get through that first day's journey, you're back into familiar territory and back towards the portal, and you're able to make your way back. And the town center has now been built, has it not, near the lake?
I believe so.
The makeshift town center.
The town hall is being built.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
I'm assuming we probably have a small camp sitting there.
yeah, so there's still your small camp near the portal, and then there's the camp to the east where the lake is. That's not on my map. And why don't you guys describe like the scene of you entering the camp with Cranel's body?
We're very quiet, and I am just kind of waving my arms over his body as we try to drag him, and then I'm kind of like whistling a tune with the chin flute and also humming, kind of like a monk.
Alan will probably have his lyre in hand, and he will actually fend off people. He was not going to burst into a ballad now. He will save that for after the body is buried.
Mm-hmm.
But he promises everyone he will explain what all transpired.
The Ballad of Cranel.
Albion will probably be shooting a 21 gun salute with
The 21
Firebolt.
guns. Okay.
And, with his firebolts and rare frost. And announcing that the dear friend Cranel has died in a glorious battle. And then he will hang his head and weep one little tear for now, maybe more later on.
Okay.
He saved us from a 4-headed minotaur with 6 arms.
It's getting bigger and bigger.
He
And
followed it.
I say it was 13 feet tall and wielding 2-handed axes in each of its 6 arms, and it was breathing fire and shooting lightning bolts out of his ass. And
I'm sure the others are in awe of this tale, and we can continue it over in the town discussion in the Discord. But we'll leave off here. It was a very unexpected session. I didn't plan for someone to die and to head back to camp, but that leaves an unresolved nugget of these riders cloaked in darkness to the west. This is still an unresolved quest that we can always go on again in the future, but I think this week now, something that we need to look at and explore is a funeral for a friend, and what we're going to do for Cranel and what that's going to look like, and future plans in his honor.
Yeah, definitely.
yes,
So we
the
should
help wanted
probably
posters are
rename
gonna be a pain.
We should probably rename this session The Glorious Death of Cranel.
Yeah, I was thinking something along those lines, like the Ballad of Cranel. Cranel Falls? That works.
Yeah,
That's good.
the Journey to Cranel Falls.
Journey to Cranel Falls. I like it. All right, that's the new name of this session. And I guess we're going to call it there. Like I said, this was an unexpected turn, but you guys did really well. I feel really bad for the way the dice turned out, but you guys did a fantastic job role-playing. Sparkly had some really cool out-of-the-box moments, thinking in combat, that paid off.
Awesome.
And all around, it was a good session. So we've still got this bit of information about the Dark Riders. You guys have found some strange ruins. You encountered a weird glowing elk kind of animal that made you feel great.
Not us.
Just
Just
well,
Sparkly.
it kind of it walked amongst you and sniffed you and stuff, but Sparkly was the only one who saw it. And these Knoll Ravagers, which others in camp have heard of before. This is not the first time.
I say it's a really bad sign to have Knowles a day away from us.
Yeah. Maybe Sinmala and Ghost Dad will come back to camp and tell you a little bit more, because the first Sunday groups encountered this and had a quest revolving around it that they decided not to tie up the loose ends on. So yeah, we've got all kinds of things that we can go investigate going forward. But this was a fun session, an unexpected one, and thank you to all the players for playing. Cranel, awesome being our first death, and thank you for everybody who tuned in and watched.
Thank you, Stream.
Yes.
Awesome. Good game, though.
Thanks, guys.
It was a fun Blaze of Glory. Thank you, everyone.
It was very cool. Yeah, thank you. All right.
Very epic.
We're going to sign out. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you again next week, Sunday.
Thank you, Stream.